let's talk about Nintendo. I mean, let's talk about McDonald's bringing back Nintendo toys. Kind of crazy, huh? Do you remember their old school Nintendo, the Goombas that would jump up and stuff like that? You remember that?
I do. It was always pretty exciting to get those in the Happy Meal. I think that was the only reason to buy a Happy Meal was what they had toys in it.
Right.
I mean,
That's that's the number one reason I get them to this day. Uh, is
sometimes
for
those
the toys.
McDonald's are jerks and they won't let you buy the toys separately. You can't buy like an adult meal and
Yeah,
then
that's very true. I mean, they're specifically for the Happy Meal. I mean, they're strict anymore. Um, did you collect all of them when they first came out in the late '80s, early '90s?
I didn't. I was poor. I just kind of
Yeah.
got jealous that I couldn't even afford to go to McDonald's and buy a Happy Meal, let alone many Happy Meals to necessitate an entire collection.
Well, yeah, yeah. I didn't have very many myself. I might not have been dirt poor like you that probably couldn't afford shoes. It sounds like with that story of yours, but
Hey, I had bread bags. No, that's not true. I mean, you know, well, being poor was one thing, but also being poor on the other side of town, right? So, you were stuck at the whims of your parents, right? You can't drive anywhere, and if your parents don't want to go because they don't want to spend the money or whatever, there's not much you can do.
right. Well, yeah, I definitely understand that. I mean, I remember playing with them, a couple different ones. I don't think I owned them all. I remember it was like during the time when Super Mario 3 came out, and I was infatuated with Mario. I thought it was the greatest thing. I remember playing Mario 3 and playing with the little Goombas that jump up. So it's pretty cool. So Nintendo's bringing them back.
I think
Uh,
that overall, the greater point is that Nintendo's letting McDonald's bring them back. At the first time, Nintendo did it because they were trying to break into the North American market.
right.
Make their characters popular, Nintendo popular, all that kind of stuff. And then Nintendo really went all out on making sure that nobody could mess with any of their stuff and nobody could have ownership of it. But that was probably mostly because of that whole Philips CDI Zelda thing. Uh,
Right.
and so for a long time, Nintendo really didn't want anyone else to license their products. And I think it shows a change in the attitude in Nintendo because they are starting to not only let people license things, Niantic with Pokemon, McDonald's with the toys again, but they're starting to do a lot more third-party games. So I think that mobile games too, right? So
Right. They didn't want to touch the mobile market, and now they are because they see the success in it.
right, I think that's a very good point for Japan and Nintendo to start to embrace new things. I do agree that it is good that Nintendo is able to switch it up.
Oh, I see what you did there with the Switch. Speaking of which, did you also know that in this partnership with McDonald's and Nintendo that uh, there's a giveaway for some Nintendo Switches through McDonald's?
Are they not selling enough? Oh wait, no, they can't because they didn't make enough.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a shortage. It seems like, which Nintendo's already sold 1.5 million units, which is a big success for them. Um,
That's a
it's
lot of
pretty.
suckers out there.
Yeah, well, there's not much on the Switch right now, so it's kind of hard to justify. There's some really, I mean,
It's got
Zelda's a great game,
Zelda. I mean,
but so does the Wii U. But yeah,
yeah, but
uh,
I mean that was one of the big problems with the Wii U. Everyone complained about it. Didn't have enough of the
so
Zeldas or Mario's or Metroids.
you're bored enough to do a podcast with me, so that's good.
Yeah.
Anyhow, all right. So don't forget to go to your local McDonald's, collect the whole set. Uh,
Let us know what you think. I haven't
yeah.
gotten any of them yet because I don't go to McDonald's to eat.
When's the last time you've been to a McDonald's?
Oh, it's been a long time.